Good morning and welcome back to another reading vlog. Today is Saturday, the 20th of March, and today there are two readathons going on that I'm going to try and participate in, but I am not 100% sticking to them. Let me explain why. So, there are two readathons on this weekend that are for like the full period. So there is the 24-hour Irish readathon hosted by Leanne, Aoife and Elaine, which I really wanted to take part in, but I fell asleep last night, or I was too tired to read for whatever reason. I know the reasons. I was super duper stressed yesterday with a lot of big life things. And there's also the 48-hour bookoplathon readathon, which is hosted by Becca. I just do not have the willpower to stay awake for 24 hours anymore. I'm not the plucky young chicken that I used to be, but I'm going to try and participate in them in a kind of like casual way. I'm not going to worry too much about meeting every single prompt. I'm not going to worry about doing a full 24 hours of reading, etc, etc. But I do have a very loose TBR. Obviously with Becca's bookoplathon, you can't plan it apart from the first role, and the first role was to read a book with a dark cover or to read a fantasy book. And books that you've already started and finished during the readathon count towards the readathon. So I have got 12 pages left of Home Fire by Camilla Shamsi. I don't know if this necessarily constitutes as a dark cover, but it's got a lot of black on it, and the red and the yellow represent a fire, which thematically is dark, so I'm counting this one, and then the back is really dark, so I'm counting this. I'm gonna finish this one. I will have this finished obviously by midday, and then I can pick up something else when the second roll comes around. That just gives me the motivation to finish this. I did study this for university. I had my seminar yesterday, so I didn't quite finish it, and I just want to, because it's the last book that I will ever have a seminar to discuss. And then for the Irish readathon, I plan on reading Grown Ups by Marion Keyes, which is huge. So I got people to pick this for me on Charlotte's birthday live last night, because she asked us right at the end what we were currently reading, and obviously I said I had 12 pages left of this and wanted to pick something up on my Irish TBR. So even though this is huge, I've been promised it doesn't feel like it's this long, so I intend to give this a read today throughout the readathon, get a good chunk of it done, get an even better chunk of it done later when Aoife and Leanne do their live sprints, which will obviously cut into the bookoplathon sprints, but whatever. And if I can somehow get this onto the bookoplathon TBR, then go me. But I know that a lot of Becca's prompts are tailored towards more fantasy things, so hopefully the really vague prompt will come up and I can read this. So for now, I'm just going to go and give these a read. I am currently just sat watching Ashley's live show because the roll drop is happening in there. So I got myself a cup of coffee. I have been doing a bit of cleaning and tidying in the meantime, just because, like I mentioned, my flat is a bit disgusting, so I need to get that sorted. But I really want to know what this next roll drop is going to be, and I'm hoping that I can get either something off my Irish TBR into it, or maybe start something that I'm really excited about. We will see. I did try and start Grown Ups during the last sprint on Steph's channel, but I just decided I wasn't ready to start that, so I did a little bit of tidying. I still want to read that, but I want to be able to do it when I'm cozy on the sofa and everything's tidy. We'll see what happens with this next roll drop. I'm not going to record the roll drops, I've decided. I know some people like record their reactions to them. Because this is a chill vlog for the bookoplathon and the Irish readathon, I'm just not bothering to do that. But I'm just hoping I can fit something from either of those TBRs into this. The two prompts that came up for roll drop 2 are actually ones that I can actually do, and one of them is contemporary, so I'm going to read Grown Ups. The other is POC rep. I have no idea if there's any POC rep in Grown Ups, but because that's the book I want to read, that's the book I'm going to read for the contemporary prompt. So that works really, really well. I've moved back into like my bedroom for a little bit of a chill because look how much sunlight is coming through this window. It's just really nice. So I wasn't very comfortable on the sofa anyway. So I think we have about 8 minutes until the Irish reading sprints, which I'm so excited for, hosted by Leanne and Aoife that I've already mentioned like 100 times. So I'm settling down into bed, into my duvet, and I still have that massive book to get through. So I'm really looking forward to hanging out with Leanne, even though I'm obviously not on a live show. I love Leanne, I love Aoife so much. Go and check them out, leave the links down below. So it'll be nice to just chill and read along and get another good chunk of grown-ups done. I'm being super lazy and can't be bothered to get my ring light, so for just a few minutes you're gonna have to deal with the lo-fi bad lighting version of me. But it is 7:15. I've just finished doing Leanne and Aoife's reading sprints and I read 160 pages and we only sprinted for an hour and 5 minutes, so I'm not quite sure how I'm doing this, but I'm doing this. So as you all know, my focus today has been to read Grown Ups by Marion Keyes, which I've already told you is a super duper big book. Look at the size of it. It's 635 pages. But I'm very happy to announce I'm currently on page 402, which means I have just under 230 pages left, or just over 230 pages left, something like that. So I feel like I might actually finish it today. I have already had my dinner because I had quite a heavy lunch, and then I'm just going to put some leftovers in the oven when I'm hungry again. So for now, no eating needs to be done. I did consider ordering waffles because I found a waffle place, but it only delivers if you order £40 worth of waffles, and the waffles are about £5 each, so I'm not going to eat them. So instead, I'm going to settle down with a hot chocolate. I'm going to wait until 8 o'clock, which is when the next reading sprints start. I'm not going to watch for the bookoplathon. I'm not going to watch the ones that are currently going on just because I haven't been a part of them. And hopefully get this book finished tonight. Like, if I finish this book tonight, I will be so impressed with myself. I couldn't tell you what's happening in it. There's a lot of characters and some really shallow plots, but also some really heavy plots, and I keep missing who the characters are, and maybe that's because I'm reading it so fast. But I think if I wasn't reading it so fast, I wouldn't have finished it because I'm confused. So obviously I had a shower. It is currently 10:30 and there is a 30-minute reading sprint happening now. I have 45 pages left of this. I can't believe that I have got through this book today so quickly. I was like really scared of it. I probably won't check in again tonight because I'm going to finish this book and then I need to get something to eat. I'm just going to get some soup. I've taken some bread out the freezer to defrost. And then you'll probably next see me tomorrow when I do my live sprints with Shannon, Anna and Aoife. So I'm going to go read. Good morning. It is Sunday. Yes, I know my eyebrows are ridiculously dark. Don't judge, I made a mistake. The roll drop was at midnight. I did stay up to watch it, but I didn't film it. I did finish Grown Ups last night. The 24-hour Irish readathon has now finished. Obviously, the Irish readathon does also go on till the end of the month. So I've got a stack of books here for the next roll drop, which was a chance card. Actually, it was first in a series or a chance card, and I'm not starting any series. So the chance card was basically to get a pile of books with an equal amount of books that you really, really want to read and about books that you don't really want to read yet, and then put a random number generator on to pick one of those books for you. So I have a stash of 6 books here, and I've stacked them alternating books I want to read now and books I don't really want to read right now. So we've got The Wonder by Emma Donoghue, which I really want to read. Most of these are on my Irish TBR, by the way. Conversations with Friends by Sally Rooney. Even though I love Sally Rooney, I don't really want to reread this one. Normal People, because any excuse to reread Normal People. A Terrible Beauty is Born by W.B. Yeats. Exciting Times by Nisha Dolan, which I DNF'd and I'm currently thinking about picking back up again. And then the book at the top, unfortunately, isn't in my Irish TBR because I don't have any more Irish books as far as I'm aware. But this is August Town by Kay Miller, which I was in the middle of reading for uni, and I have about 100 pages left and I want to finish it. So this is my stash. I'm going to say that August Town is 1 and The Wonder is 6. And let me just do a random number generator. Can you see that? Yeah, just about. So you can see there's a number 8 there. I haven't generated anything yet, as you know, because there isn't 8 things on my TBR. There are 6. So I've put in the minimum of 1 and the maximum of 6. Generate number 5, which means I am rereading Conversations with Friends, I think. Let me have a look. So we said this was number 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Conversations with Friends. Okay, if I'd done it the other way, it would have been Exciting Times, and I'm tempted to do it the other way. So Conversations with Friends is what I'll be rereading today. And now I have like 3 minutes to get on my live show with Shannon, so I gotta dash. I've just been on Shannon's reading sprints, and I ordered Papa John's because we started talking about pizza. I had a dream that Aoife ordered, that me and my friends were in a nightclub and Aoife ordered us pizza. So we started talking about pizza and I had to order some pizza. So yeah, I'm currently reading Conversations with Friends for the midnight roll drop, and I'm already 190 pages into it, so I do plan on finishing this. The next roll drop happened about 15 minutes ago, so I need to check out what that was and try and find something to match up with that one as well. I'll definitely be able to finish this today, which I'm excited about, but yay, pizza! So we've just had the final roll drop, and the 2 options were other, so a book outside of your typical genre, or a book set in the present. I decided I'm going to read poetry for this, and I've picked up W.B. Yeats' A Terrible Beauty is Born. This is a very short collection of poetry, which I could get through really, really quickly. It's by an Irish poet, so it fits for the Irish readathon still, and I'll be able to read this after I finish Conversations with Friends. It's so easy to get through. So I'm really excited to finish my reading today. I feel like the roll drops have been quite kind to me. Even though I challenged myself to read that 650-page book yesterday, I'm still going to be able to do the next 2 prompts that I need to do today. So I've had my pizza, my lunch now. I'm going to sit and read Conversations with Friends for a little bit more. I do need to ring my family and have a chat with them. And I want to do some writing as well, so lots to do today. It is only 12:30, but I'm sure I'll be really productive today again because I just feel really motivated at the minute and I haven't felt this good for a long time. We might have a problem. I mean, it's not really a problem, but it is currently 4:15 and I haven't read anything since the sprints this morning, which finished at 12:20. So I haven't read for quite a while, so I still have got just over 130-ish pages of Conversations with Friends to read. So far I am enjoying this so much more than I did the first time, like a lot more than I did the first time. I don't know whether it's because the first time I read it was on audio or I've had a bit of distance from the scenarios in this book. I remember reading it nearly 18 months ago, about 18 months ago, and feeling like the situation that the characters were in was very raw and quite similar to a situation I was in, which I'm not proud of. That's why I didn't like it, because I was reading it and thinking what an awful, horrible situation that was. However, I'm reading it now at a slower pace and I'm like, did I actually read this book? I don't remember anything that is happening in this book. So I'm gonna just sit back for a little bit and read, and hopefully get a good chunk of this done, hopefully even finish it tonight. I know I'll finish it because I got through it so quickly. Something amusing that just happened is the book Conversations with Friends referenced Yeats, who I'm reading next. How bizarre. As you can see, I had a shower, which means I'm ready for bed, and I'm going to bed because I'm sleepy. I didn't manage to read the last prompt for the bookoplathon, which is fine considering I didn't decide to take part until yesterday morning. I think I did really well. I read a 650-page book, which was Grown Ups by Marion Keyes. I read Conversations with Friends by Sally Rooney, and I finished Home Fire by Camilla Shamsi. So I would say it was a really productive readathon. The Irish readathon was really good as well. I read 2 books for that, so I think I did well. So I was going to read the W.B. Yeats poetry collection, but I don't think I can be bothered, and instead I'm going to tuck down with a nice romance. I'm not going to tell you which one. You will find out in another video. Other than that, I am going to go to bed now because I'm exhausted.